Welcome back everyone. The NBA has done a pretty good job at preventing teams from all-out tanking. However, many thought that this year would be different, with the grand prize being a potential generational type talent in Victor Wembanyama. It was widely believed that tanking would be in full effect, and especially from a team like the Utah Jazz. I mean, they seemingly even tried to do it, but they somehow ended up creating a playoff contender instead, as they are currently the 3rd seed in a tough Western Conference. It was not only them though. Many thought that the San Antonio Spurs, Oklahoma City Thunder, and maybe even Portland Trail Blazers would be joining them, and yet, they all have a record of 500 or better. Now, we definitely have a long ways to go yet, and anything can happen over the course of a long NBA season, but the Utah Jazz look fully capable of competing. They do not appear to be a fluke either. They have legitimate wins over good teams, coming off back-to-back wins over Memphis, and then with victories over Denver, Minnesota, and the New Orleans Pelicans too, all of which are expected to be playoff teams. I don't think anyone thought they would be 500 right now, let alone 4 games over it, and it really begs the question of what is going on in Utah.
Why would the Jazz do that? Why would the Jazz, who have 2 stars on their roster, take a player who's one of their starters and best defensive players and trade him in a salary dumping move? Why would they do that? Why? What's going on in Utah?
Okay, all joking aside here though, it's definitely not a storyline that we were expecting. Pretty much everyone counted them out before they even played their first game, and for those who did, the Utah Jazz are making them look foolish. And count me in for that crowd. I mean, unless you're a die-hard Utah Jazz fan, I find it hard to believe that you truly thought they would be this competitive. But with that in mind, why are they this good? What are they doing that is allowing them to win games? And will they truly be able or even want to keep this up? We will talk about exactly that in today's video. Before we do that though, if you are planning on betting on the NBA this season, then you need to check out PrizePicks. They make betting on the NBA easy, and they have a ton of fun promotions throughout the year. If you want to check them out, I'll leave a link to join both on the screen and in the video description down below. And if you do, don't forget to use code JSM when signing up. Without further ado though, let's get back to today's topic. And we'll begin by reviewing their team as a whole, which is definitely a lot better than given credit for. They might not have a widely regarded star player, but they have an abundance of overall talent, and it definitely helps that many of them are hungry to prove themselves. They have a very unique mix of young developing talent, veteran players, and then a few guys who have kind of been given up on, and they have found a way to make the most of them. The player who has stood out the most for them though is without a doubt Lauri Markannen, currently averaging nearly 23 points per game, over 9 rebounds per game, and really playing solid defense. He is finally looking like the guy that many hoped he would become. Lauri Markannen has never had trouble putting up offense, but he's never quite done it at this level, nor has he played good defense while doing it. And yet, the Utah Jazz have found a way to bring that out of him, with new head coach Matt Hardy having a lot to do with it. Not only with Markannen though, but really with their entire team. Again, I know we're only 8 games in, but I have never seen a brand new head coach balance a team this well. Pretty much everybody on their team is thriving, whether it be their young talent or their veteran players. Matt Hardy has found a way to balance them out, and you can really tell that he's trying to give everyone an equal opportunity. There are 11 guys in their team alone averaging over 15 minutes per game. 4 of them are over the age of 30, and then the rest of them are 25 years old or younger. That is a big disparity for one rotation, and definitely not an easy one to balance out. But again, the Utah Jazz have found a way to do it, and even more impressive, they've done it by playing good defense, which is not very typical for a young team, let alone one with a brand new head coach. And coming into this season, only one guy on their team was really known for his defense, with that being Jared Vanderbilt. Mike Conley and Rudy Gay were at one time, but they are definitely on the decline. Other than Vanderbilt though, not really anybody on their team has proven to be a good defender at the NBA level, and yet, here they are as the 8th rated defense. I'm really not sure what we were expecting from the Utah Jazz, but it definitely was not that. They quite obviously had some unique young talent on offense, but they never really stood out on defense. I think it's safe to say that they have been proving people wrong though, and they've been doing it by routinely causing havoc on defense, with them currently averaging the second most steals per game. And that has led to them being the #1 team in points per game off turnovers, which is really a testament to their commitment on defense. Now, I'm not sure if they will be able to keep that up, or if Danny Ainge will even want them to, but they have definitely been proving people wrong on defense, and really with their team as a whole. They are much better than a majority of people gave them credit for, and the fact that they are finding a way to maximize a young guy like Lauri Markannen, while at the same time getting great production from veteran players like Mike Conley, it really shows you how well coached they are. I, for one, have been very impressed with the Utah Jazz, and regardless of where they go from here, they have proven to be set up well for the future, both in regard to their young talent and with their coaching staff too. With all of that being said though, what do you guys think? How impressed have you been by the Utah Jazz? And do you think they should make a playoff push rather than trying to tank? Let me know your thoughts by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to those of you who took the time to watch until the end of this video, and until the end of all of my videos in general. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.